Good evening, welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Mark, I am your Warden for the evening. We are playing Mothership RPG, which is fucking awesome. Not playing Mass tonight because Ian has stuff to do and we don't want to go without him. So, yeah, do a quick round. Yeah, my pronoun, I always forget to say it, but my pronouns are he, him. We'll start with Chris, because I see you first there on the...
Hi, I'm Chris. And tonight I am playing Dr. Artemis Endling. Mark is a bit see-through, that is very true.
That's really annoying me.
Yeah, so what am I going to say? You know, the most beautiful thing about life is that theoretically we could all decide tomorrow to just say fuck working and fuck this system that we live under and watch it all burn to the ground. But instead we choose to keep rotating in the hamster wheel. And you see, Artemis grew tired of Earth and the corporate kind of shit. And now she does pretty much the same corporate shit in space, I guess. And with that, I am going to pass it off to Michelle. Yeah.
Okay, I don't like that shit. Michelle?
You're muted.
Yes. Hi, I'm Michelle, and I'm playing Hyacinth Bacon. A model of android that has been made to provide therapeutic services to the crew of different spacecraft of different classes, usually provided by a corporation who wants to save money, but also wants to appear like they give a shit about their employees' mental health. She may or may not be very good at her job. I haven't decided yet. We'll find out in the game. But yeah, none of you told me about any of the therapy, the topics of therapy that have come up in our therapy sessions. So I'm just going to make shit up, and I hope it works.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Listen to her.
Sorry,
Also,
I've just been pissed off about my...
Also, I would like to share a quote. It's okay to take medication for your mental health.
Thank you for the... for allowing...
I have hundreds of those. Little sayings about mental health things that may or may not come up. I have a list right here, ready to go.
Okay.
It's okay to have bad days and ask for support when you need it.
Help,
Okay,
we've got an
Magic
Android
Ball.
version of the Little Book of Can.
Right, who's up next? Who's giving the... Who's going to say who they are? Come on.
Oh, I'll go with it to get it out of the way.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm playing... What the heck who am I about? I'm playing Levin Reeser, the mechanic, the guy in maintenance. He has been a Teamster for years. He's been stuck on most ships in space, working on engines, and he more intelligent. He thinks machinery is more intelligent than most people, and he does adhere to the advice that the android therapist gave, that pills are good for mental health, prescription optional. So
Sounds good. And of course, last but not least, Lavaita.
Hello, I'm playing... I need to have a cough. I haven't spoken for a bit. Abby Flint, who is a Marine, who is young and idealistic and hasn't been there for very long and hasn't quite realised that she's probably being sidelined by being put in this mission in the first place.
They need protection.
Don't we all? I have a quote as well. Worrying is a temptation, but serenity is our strength.
Sure.
Stealing that.
Adds to the magic 8 ball. Yeah, actually,
Also,
hologram
in all
Marc is not bad,
seriousness-
so it's right. Maybe I should do it more often.
This week, I had to go to the hospital because apparently I had a kidney stone that left a pretty nasty infection. So what I will say is, one, if that happens to you, go to the hospital, and two, they are going to give you a pill you have to stick up your ass. But do it, because it's
If you're lucky.
amazing. No, it was amazing. Within 45 minutes, no pain. And I wasn't high or anything. And all I had to do was stick a pill up my ass.
You couldn't feel your legs from the waist down, but hey.
Oh, that's the thing. I could still walk and talk and think and all of that. But then, I didn't have to stand there in a toilet in the hospital with a bunch of lube and a pill for like 20 minutes being like, okay,
This is an interesting conversation
the
to start
first.
from the Android.
The point I'm saying, a point I wanted to make clear was one, I'm a bit doolally because I've been at home in pain most of the week and sticking pills
That's
up my
not why.
ass.
It's just that's
And
extra.
two, so I'm sorry in advance for messing up the game and being weirder than usual.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Looking
Don't be
forward to
silly.
that.
So, you're all on a mission. You're taking Dr. Artemis Endling to a space station with some xeno samples and a body of her research. She'll be shipped off there for God knows how long. You're probably all very glad to get rid of her. You've been on the ship that you're on is a much smaller ship than you're used to. It has an AI pilot. It's got a lot of you on it. The therapist android is probably because the ship had enough therapy. Teamster and Marines for obvious reasons. You've been underway about 4 days. It's the fifth morning, and you're all sitting around to your daily therapy session. Hyacinth, how does the session start? How do you go about
We're doing group therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
You do individual therapy during the day, but then when you get up in the morning, there's not much else to do.
What day is this? This is the fourth day we've been in
Fifth day.
space.
This is the fifth day.
Fifth day.
You're almost at your destination. You should arrive today.
So everyone sat around in a circle on some really crappy chairs in my office / room that has become my office. And I just say, hello, everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone for sharing what they did yesterday. That was, I think there was some real progress there. And I just want to start by saying that we should all celebrate the small victories because in this line of work, we do amazing things all the time. Things that 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago would be seen as magic and impossible. And they are now mundane to us. So I want us all to remember to celebrate the small victories. Now let's start with you, Dr. Artemis. Would you like to continue what you were talking about yesterday? You made some very interesting points about your parents, I think.
Yes. My father, he had this like tick, and it follows me to this day because I think I took over it. I love, and Artie reaches into their pocket and pulls out this deck of tarot cards. I've never understood these. They're beautiful with the pictures, but my father, he would lay them down and he would tell these incredible stories. And when I get nervous, I love to play around with them too and create these intricate little fairy tales. Do you understand what I mean?
I do. And self-care is a radical act of love. And I like what you do there, where you play with these cards that objectively make no sense and are entirely built on superstitions and nonsense, but you assigned value to them on an emotional level, almost certainly because you have a complicated and confusing relationship with your father. And that is beautiful. That is a radical act of love, almost a delusional act of love that I think is very healthy.
Oh, do I hear an alarm? I think I have to go check something there, Doc. I'll be back.
Oh, 11. You jokes are always funny. Always funny. You always bring good humor to these sessions. Now, please, would you like to add something, as you have been very, very reticent, I feel, and resistant to sharing anything? And I would like to know why you wouldn't like to talk about your childhood in depth with all of these people that you have known for 5 days.
One, I've only known them for 5 days, and you're a machine.
I prefer the term emotional support faux human. But I get the feeling that we're going to have to do some more work to break down your barriers over the next, however long our mission is going to take. Abby, I mean, this is something you mentioned in private sessions, and I don't hope you don't mind me mentioning this to the group. Now we're in a group setting, but you talked about how you have some interesting ideas about your sex life. Would you like to go into that in excruciating detail for us right now?
No.
For the love of God, no! You're
It's at this point
banging
an
his
alarm
tablet.
starts to go. You feel the ship shift violently to cruising speed. Something that it should not do. It just lurches. All the dishes, the cups, and everything that are on the tables, even though they have the magnetic bottoms, are all sliding away. All the screens in the room that you're in, which is probably the mess, so you've got screens all over the place, have all changed from their normal views, whether it's showing food, whether it's showing some kind of show or whatever else. It's now displaying diagnostics, just a stream of data going up, lots of red, the occasional bit of green. You see all of this through. All of you would understand that the system's identifying a critical error. You would definitely know that the protocol is to get to the nearest planet. Luckily, you're in the system you were meant to be going to. You cannot. There's no sign of the space station. What would you like to do?
Run to see what the heck is going on.
Give me
Check some sensor mechanics.
Yeah, mechanics fine. Give me that.
Okay, let's find my character sheet.
As people, as he's rolling, as people get moving and stuff, I stay completely still, and I just say to everyone, "Well, I think that's where we'll draw our session to a close." And I'd just like to everyone to remember today that you are never too broken to heal, and change is uncomfortable but necessary.
God, I'm glad the alarm went off.
Yeah, me too.
Well, not being familiar with the system here, what would I roll? I mean,
So
I got
you click
skills.
on your skill.
Okay, I got skills, and I only got 3 or 4, so it's just industrial or mechanical. So I'm just trying
So
to.
it's mechanical.
All right.
Lavaita, you know better than I about rolling on this. What do you need to press?
I can't remember.
It's intelligence with the skill, is it not?
I
Mechanics.
think you just click on the skill, don't
Just
you?
click on the skill? Okay.
I'm trying to, and it just tells me industrial equipment, trained skill.
Okay, have you got the tabs at the bottom? One's a picture of a die, a D6.
Yet.
This is why you shouldn't be emulating it. You should have it on your phone or your tablet. Right, let's see. Maybe I can roll it for you. But I'm sorry about this, folks. Teething
Are you using
problems.
BlueStacks?
What?
The Android
Skills,
emulator.
wait a minute. Industrial equipment, mechanical repair, industrial equipment. So we would want to roll intellect. I know I can't roll it for you.
Oh, I have to go into the thing, then click stat, and then click. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. It's learning the tool here.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Yeah.
All right. So mechanical repair or industrial equipment would be the.
Industrial equipment, I would either or, whatever you want.
All right.
Computers.
Well, you could roll that as well if you wish.
Advantage, disadvantage, any of that
Nope.
stuff at this point?
None of that.
Okay. Oh, I failed. Lovely.
All the alarms are going off. You get to one of the readouts, and it's nothing that you're familiar with. The AI pilot's completely silent at the moment. For some reason, Abby tried to hit the computers with a strength check, which is just weird.
I'm not sure. I just pressed computers. I didn't say strength.
You have to also set the
Okay,
ability.
If you can describe to me how a strength check with computers looks, I will be happy to
Have
take
you
it.
ever heard of percussive maintenance?
Okay, you're staring at 11. I'm trying to make
The Marine
sense of it, and the Marine
flexes at
walks
it.
up and just smacks the monitor on the side, just twice, and the readout changes a little bit, and you start seeing the signs for the propulsion's going down, navigation systems going down. No, sorry, that's not true. Propulsion and navigation are getting all the power. Power to life support systems will be powered down in about an hour. Everything else, the power's being diverted to propulsion and navigation.
You're welcome, Levin. You just need to know where to hit it.
The AI voice, the pilot, speaks up. I have identified 2 planets within 1 hour's travel time. One planet is a gas planet made mostly of hydrogen and helium. This is not habitable. The second planet is a panthalastic planet. The ocean covers 95% of the surface. There is an unregistered research outpost located in the northern hemisphere. Atmosphere is human breathable. Which planet would you like to choose?
The one where we don't die? If we
I think
land?
you die on both of them.
Hang on. I don't want to take anyone's agency away, but may I attempt to try and communicate with the computer? Is that okay with everyone? I don't want
we
to cross
could-
anyone's boundaries.
Could you sort of plug in and do it in like 3 seconds, have a whole conversation while we...
I could try to see more
Otherwise-
information, and I could also try and delay the life support being turned off, because life support is very important.
As she's talking about therapy and talking to the machine, I'm just going to go, why did you power down to begin with? Why are we stopping? What happened?
This is not in my. This is not my power. And oh fucking hell! I can't speak. An incorrect error has occurred. We must stop immediately to make repairs. I am now making our way to the panthalastic planet. Panthalastic is a fucking word I don't know.
The planet we can breathe on. I get it. That's the one we're going for. Okay. What's broken? I can fix it. And then we don't even have to land if we can fix it.
The list of things that are broken is longer than your arm.
Maybe Abby can hit it a few times. I'll give her a hammer.
You think there might be some micro punctures? You can see there's stuff with the wiring is fucked. There's lots and lots of things wrong, like much more than you would expect to go wrong at any time. You've never been in a ship that something like this has happened.
Something's. It's almost like, and he's just kicking things, beating things. All right, got any sort of information on where we're going? Now, therapist, I can never pronounce your name, Miss Bacon.
Hyacinth.
Oh, it's Hyacinth.
Hi.
Hyacinth.
Miss Bacon.
Yes, Levin.
Would you take the time to try to talk to this thing and maybe get more information? I'm thinking of maybe using the Marine tactics of a hammer through the screen.
I will try to communicate using the corporation provided keyboards and see if that is a better way of communicating. I'm going to try and type in like various computer code and other things that Michelle doesn't understand, but Hyacinth really does.
All you get back from it is the exact same information you've been given verbally, and more of these readouts. That if Hyacinth understands, just says that you're up shit creek. You need to make repairs immediately. You need an atmosphere to do so.
Okay, so what I'm getting from the computer is that we are being faced with a very, very serious challenge. But you know what I say about challenges?
No, but I'm sure you're going to let us know.
They are opportunities for personal spiritual growth. And I smile, but in a way that no human has ever smiled before.
That's just creepy.
It's uncanny, isn't it?
Now, they said there was a facility on the planet.
Yes, it's a research station. It is unregistered. This will likely incur a fine from the company.
For landing there?
No, for a research station that is unregistered.
But they won't find us. They'll find the people running the research station.
Yes, the Marine is once again on point.
Someone knows who's got the hammer.
A smiley face turns up on one of the screens. It immediately gets replaced by lots and lots of diagnostics.
Well, remember, everyone, every storm eventually runs out of rain.
Yeah, because all the ships have been crashed on the shore.
Or hit by lightning.
I don't think the ships make the rain somewhat less. That is to do with precipitation. But I am just a pilot. What should I know?
They're all
Now,
the planets
we
are.
should talk about your negative self-talk, ship AI. We should. Do you have a name?
Quit distracting it while it's trying to land. Now, are we landing at
arrive
this
in
site?
approximately 45 minutes. Please prepare for emergency landing.
Oh,
Everyone
no,
got
I
any
didn't mean.
scuba diving equipment.
Are we going to land at the facility? Is what I was trying to find out.
I will do my best.
It sounds like there's very few other places we could land, given that we can't just stop on water.
Well, they said there were continents, places where they have shelters, right?
Only 5% of the landmass is land. Only 5% of the surface, is land. Obviously, 5% of the land. 10%, 100% of the landmass is land. 5% of the surface is land. 95%
There's
is
a
water.
lot of water.
Yes.
Okay.
What
Well, I
is a
guess
square, kilometer or square mile, mass? Like, what's the size of it? Are we talking like the size of Wales? Are we talking about the size
Please
of
don't
France?
ask me things about.
A square kilometre
Size.
doesn't. The
It's a
mass
square
of a square
kilometre.
kilometre depends what it's a square kilometre of.
Is the
a
land
place
mass
with
of-
there's a place with a research station. Other than that, you've got some trees and some hills and shit. Nothing else.
So we're talking about the size of a county?
I don't fucking know.
think of just think of like a large school or military complex or something like that.
It's like a very large island. There's several of them. This is in the northern hemisphere. There's more landmass towards the poles than there is at the equator. But yeah, this is the only place that looks like there's any sort of habitation. You're going to need.
I mean, if it's a big
stuff to
planet,
fix your ship.
5% could be pretty big.
It's not that big
No.
because
It's big enough.
it's big enough.
We're not going to kick a ball and have it hit us in the back of the head.
It's
That
a
would be
place
cool,
where.
Yeah, I was just trying to get a sense of scale.
I know, but I'm really
No,
bad at skill. That's,
Yeah. I'm just imagining a big island of something.
Exactly.
Think of a
it'll
movie.
it'll be really big, but because again this planet's covered mostly in water, the land masses are never actually that big. I have no idea what size a square kilometre is. I really have no fucking clue. I can't imagine it at all.
Just to quickly pass over it, Wales is a lot bigger than a square kilometre.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
I got that.
A square kilometer, ignore. Like, are we talking? Is the landmass that we're going to be on the size of Vienna?
There you go. That's a good idea. But probably a bit bigger than Vienna. Yes.
All right. Okay. So, a major city, is the size of the landmass we're landing on. That's enough. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for pointing me in the right direction.
Okay. So we're crashing. Like, we're not crash landing. Emergency landing in 45 minutes. We're going to have life support for like 45 minutes for like an hour. So I say, well, we've got 45 minutes to prepare. So let's all go and gather our equipment, and we can get ready and start making repairs as soon as we land.
You think the natives are going to be friendly?
It is a company-owned research station, isn't it?
Unregistered, though. They might not be pleased to see us.
But they do have to I mean, according to company policy, they do have to offer some sort of help. If they don't want to have us there, they have to like try and get rid of us, right?
It could be some secretive kind of thing, in which case getting rid of us might be exactly what they try and do.
It's okay. With my research, they won't want to be getting rid of us. You should see the species I was studying over in the Persei 7 cluster. Fascinating little creatures.
Are they going to be in your book?
No. These are a bit more interesting in the sense of self-replication.
Whatever, but we got to figure out if they got parts we need, because it looks like we're going to have to do all sorts of repairs. And any of you, any use at repairing anything?
Well, I know how to repair the gallbladder of a Venetian.
You're the flashlight holder when the time comes. We got it. Okay.
I can speak a number. I can speak a number of languages. I am very good at using computers. I am trained. I have the ability to do advanced mathematics, and I am at the same level as someone. I have the same level of knowledge of psychology as someone who has been to a lower to medium class university.
All right, we can have you talk to the ship when it needs its moral support about getting up and land. I mean, after landing and everything, and your computer and math skills could come in handy because, math is good.
Yeah, we might be leaving this planet by just all kicking very hard at the same time and trying to plot a trajectory as we go.
Oh, but think about it. Isn't this what we signed up for?
No.
Landing on strange new worlds, exploring. Who knows? It's an ocean planet. Maybe we'll find some aquatic life forms. Oh my
I'm
God.
more worried if the aquatic life forms find us.
Oh, come on. Most creatures.
You don't leave
want
the
to live
ship.
in
They
harmony
tell
with
you
the
not to
universe.
leave the ship. It's dangerous out there.
What is another word for danger?
Death? I mean, possible death?
Adventure.
An opportunity for advancing our mental health goals.
Or peril, risk, threat.
Miss Bacon, I was wondering,
Dennis?
are you watertight?
Is
Yes.
there anything else you want to do before landing? At the moment, the flight is going very smoothly. The oxygen and the temperature,
What-
radiation shields are getting worryingly low. But
What's available for equipment and gear on the ship? Do they have emergency air spacesuits or something to wear?
well, you have that in your what?
Vac suits or whatever they call them?
Yeah, you've got your loadout. Teamstar always has a vac suit, I'm pretty sure.
I
didn't do a loadout because I didn't know that.
I will go and gather all of my
Just
equipment, which
roll
is as
1d10,
follows.
I'll give you a loadout.
I have a stun baton. I have a tranquilizer pistol, both for therapeutic reasons. A standard crew attire, a heads-up display, and a body camera that can do night vision that I used to record all of our sessions. I do not have a vac suit or anything, but I'm assuming as an android, I don't need to breathe, so I think I'm okay there.
You don't need to breathe, but that doesn't mean that your body is
Just-
created for vacuum.
Just to let you know, Mark, I had 500 credits and I used that to buy gear. I didn't
that's
know
fine
that.
then. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I have gear. I just didn't.
Yep, no, that's cool.
That way, I couldn't afford armor, but I'm fine with that.
See, if you just rolled for me, you could have got armor. Oh well.
Oh well. I'll be the second to die because I might have to push somebody first. So
So, anything else you want to do before you arrive?
strap myself in and hopefully we don't crash.
Anyone else?
I would like to look into more get as much information as I can, either legitimately or through hacking or whatever, to find out what exactly has gone wrong.
It's just the same as before because we've already had the rolls for it and everything else. you don't have the exact the reason. There must be more than one reason, because there are tears in the hull, probably from micrometeorites. There's something with the wiring. There is several things wrong with the coolant system and things like that. Just a whole collection of fuck ups, really.
I have to unmute. Miss Bacon, while you're talking to that thing and clicking away, maybe find out anything you can on the site we're landing at. It may be unregistered, but it might have some information.
Of course. I would like to input commands into the terminal, asking for as much information about where we are landing.
There is no information available other than what you've been told, that it's a planet that has a human breathable atmosphere. It does support life. It doesn't have anything about intelligent life or anything else, and it has this unregistered facility on it.
I'm afraid it is not going to give us any more information. Maybe if we could try searching the galactic wide web, maybe there will be information there.
Do you know how long it would take to send a signal from here all the way back to the... But no, I'm more worried about how they're going to greet us, if it's even an active one.
So, anything else you want to do?
Given that we don't know where it is, we haven't got any information, I'm going to be like strapping myself in, but near one of the places where I can look outside and see whatever there is to see as we land.
Have we received any communications attempts? Have we tried attempting?
Yeah, that's the... Did you try?
No, I'm first seeing if we got anything back as we're coming close.
No.
And maybe we have the AI call them. I'm not probably the best one to talk to. I'm just the guy, the mechanic. You're military. How about you talk to him?
Okay.
Or even you're a fancy dancy scientist over there, aren't you? Some big shot with a book or two?
Xenobiologist. There's a big difference.
Yeah, that's exactly why I think you might want to talk to him.
The aliens talk to them. They don't talk to the aliens.
Yeah. I think the only
You
thing we
tried to
can do
contact?
now-
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
You use the communications equipment, and what you hear is... Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Is it all loud? Give me a wee second and I will make it a bit louder.
Jump scare.
No jump scare.
Over here.
Better?
I can't hear anything.
I hear
It's quiet, but I'm hearing it.
it sounds like shots.
It sounds like a little interference from digital.
It's like choo choo choo.
Where are you running it through for sound, Mark?
Through my... Wait a minute. I'll sort it. Yeah, that's why. One last time.
Laser guns. Oh, I've played that video game.
Doesn't sound like laser guns to you, know.
Either they're having a fight or that's some kind of advanced coding. Can we run it through the AI and see if they can find any message in that?
You run it through the AI. The AI doesn't find any sort of it's definitely a signal, but it's not anything that is in the standard books. Doesn't sound like laser fire, other than the fact that the MP3 does. Yeah, that's all you get back. It just repeats the longer you're on there.
It's some kind of like someone's broadcasting that. It's not someone's left a mic open while they're having a fight.
It's the death pillar.
Is it a repeating? Does it sound the same?
Yeah.
It goes once unless you try to contact again. You put through the contact and you get it again. It's not repeating on a loop.
Is it some form of Morse code or something?
It could be some kind of code, but the computer didn't recognize it.
Can I try to decipher what this code is?
Yes, you can try.
Okay. What kind of roll would this be?
Would be an intelligence roll. I don't know what skill you would use for it.
Computers, linguistics?
Linguistics, probably.
All right. Intellect, linguistics, roll. Hey, a success. I rolled a success, everyone.
Pardon me. You take a sample of the sound. And all you get from it is welcome, and then it seems as if you think the message should go on longer, but it's distorted, it kind of cuts off.
I believe there is an incomplete message, but all I'm getting from it is welcome. So whoever is sending this out appears to be very welcoming. So let's look on the positive sides of the situation, shall we?
More alarms start to go off. You see you're about to enter atmosphere.
Welcome
Let's
to
sit
my
down.
home, said the spider to the fly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll sit down and strap on something like safety-wise.
It's been extremely smooth up until now. But as it enters the atmosphere, everything starts to shake and rock. You see the things coming loose that shouldn't come loose. The AI pilot has been silent the whole way through. The ship takes a dive and manages to right itself again. Within a few minutes, you crash into the beach. It's about 4 kilometres wide, the beach. But you're all safe. Hell. When you open the doors, you get hit with the smell of fresh salt, so sea air. You can hear waves and some creature calling in the distance. Who's getting out first?
I look at the Marine.
Definitely going out first.
I'm just checking my equipment to make sure I've got something I can... So what level of protection I've got.
I mean, you should have armour.
I've got fatigues. I'm not sure how useful that'll be.
Oh my goodness, how come none of you do your bloody loadout properly?
It was randomly generated.
It was
Sorry, give it a
randomly
random-
generated.
Okay. Wait a minute, fatigues. Let me
Because you
see.
wouldn't tell us what kind of
They've
mission
got
we're doing.
They've got an AP of 2, yeah?
Yep.
Which is not too bad. I mean, if you rolled a 1, you could have got an AP of 10, but never mind.
Well, she didn't.
No, she didn't. No, it's not my fault. I didn't make her roll.
The app gave us random gear, except for
Hey,
those-
if we
those
die,
random-
we just roll another one,
is
and we
true.
change the name.
This is true. So,
Okay,
It's
so I'll go out
in
first,
for all of you
I
that
guess.
I got like 14.
BRB.
I got 1,400 credits because I did the money thing, and I didn't spend any of it on armor at all. I spent most of that money on tranquilizer darts.
therapy's going wrong.
Well,
I'm really worried about a therapist.
well, if
Tell me
somebody
you're
is having an episode of some kind, I must be able to find a way to help them
Well, can you
by
help Tim?
tranquilizing them.
Can you help Tim?
How can I help Tim?
He's not on the screen.
I can't help Tim
He
because
just hit
he's-
BRB before he...
Did he?
yeah,
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, well, he stays in the ship and dies.
I can't help him with whatever he's gone away to do. I'm on a different continent to him, and it's probably going to be crossing some kind of boundary other
Yeah,
than
probably.
distance. I imagine he just went for a wee, and I don't think he needs my help to do that.
No.
He's back.
So the doors have
I
to
went
open.
to grab snacks, if you must know, because I'm sitting here, so I'm getting close to supper time.
So the doors open. You see out onto this white beach. You see trees that look a little bit like palm trees. This sand is like white powder. It stretches out into the distance. You get a glimpse of the sea, and it's that, you know, when you see in a film and they're on holiday somewhere in the Caribbean or something, and it's the water's turquoise and just clear and beautiful. It's like that.
You mentioned that there was the sound of some kind of creature.
Yeah, but more on that when you get outside. You're not really.
Well, if, I'm going to start looking at where the damage is, internal, external, start pulling panels off, see how bad they've come through. Eventually, once people start going out, he's going to avoid going outside until others have survived, and then he will go check out the exterior to see what they're going to have to do on that part of the repairs. But they have to fix the inside before they even have to worry about the outside. It doesn't matter what happens on the outside. That's the last thing.
How far
Maybe.
away is the research station?
About 600 meters. It's in. So you can see out from the door from where you are. You can see about 600 meters away. There's a very large sand dune, and into that sand dune there is a large metal door.
So, do you guys think we should knock? I mean,
I think it's a heck of a walk to that door first.
I think we should find out what we need, and if we can get them to, if we don't have to bother them, we don't have to bother them.
Are the communication systems still online on the ship?
Completely gone. They were powering down. Everything was powering down as you got here. You only had a few more minutes of oxygen and so life support on the ship. Maybe 15 minutes.
Is there anything we can do to replenish that using seawater or the plentiful air that's around us?
There might be a way to fill up the oxygen. Take a mechanics roll from Levin to see about that. But right now you're sitting inside the ship. It's all about.
Yeah, I'm just.
Levin's trying to get an idea.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say Levin's trying to figure out what they need.
Yeah.
And then he's going to,
Levin,
so
you're off. I mean, as I said, the ship's not that big. It's not as big as the ship you usually work on.
no, but I'm just on the hall and they're yelling and screaming, going, "God damn it, this is gone too! Shit, we're not having enough wire." God, you hear them just bang.
Near the engine, you find several small holes made by meteorites. You're quite lucky that nothing worse happened to the shielding as you entered from the friction. You're lucky they were all at the back of the ship as you entered. The coolant system has been leaking. You're not sure since when. You can't get a readout on how full it is. The oxygen tanks, you can see you've got about 15 minutes left in them. For all of you, at least. For one of you, it'd be a bit more. There are several things where the wiring has burned through, it looks like. You didn't get a chance to check the ship before you got on it, but it's quite bad shape. Probably shouldn't have been sent out in the first place.
I just stand in the middle, screaming, yelling at the people not taking care of machines and petting the engine gently, saying, "I'll take care of you, no problems, we'll get you all fixed." He's going to, okay.
I really appreciate that.
I'm sensing that you are in an elevated state of emotional distress, Levin. Would you like something to calm you down?
What you got?
I pull out my stun baton and my tranquilizer gun and I say, I have these. This one will make you feel a bit sleepy for a bit, and this one will also make you feel a bit sleepy a bit. But this one involves, I would have to hit you on the head with this one. This one is more aimed at somebody who is a danger to themselves or others.
Let's talk after we're done fixing stuff, because, yeah. And are you able to maybe use that stun baton on yourself? Just curious.
I'm programmed. I'm not programmed to allow self soothing myself with medications. No. There was a fault in an earlier line of my particular model which did not allow for that, and eventually it was found that those models would succumb to drug abuse and addiction, and it was quite strange. So they
that, like, you can become addicted.
Well, I am an android, but I'm also. But I also have synthetic flesh in places, and I have tubes with synthetic
Well, maybe one of these days you'll let me take you apart and see how you go together.
Right. What we're going to do now is we're going to take it along a bit in the time because You know.
Yeah, we got time.
I've got a sample collection kit. I'm going to go out and collect a sample of the sand and see if there's anything unusual in that, like in terms of minerals and stuff.
So you head out, and again, I mean, I don't know what planet you're from, what sort of land you're used to, but this is beautiful. It's pristine, other than the massive steel door down the beach. You see several bird-like things flying, almost like seagulls. That was the noise you were hearing before. There's other creatures or signs of creatures you see in the sand, mostly quite small. Something that's very much like a turtle, well, several of them, crawling towards the water. The sand, you take you take a sample, a small kind of crab scurries past you. So it seems like it's searching for something. The analysis is unobtrusive. I have no words.
Unremarkable?
Unremarkable, thank you. Just exactly what you'd expect from this sort of beach, from a geological timeline, stuff like that, the planet. You can probably get roughly how old it is, so it's about the same age as the Earth. What sort of the mineral makeup is also fairly analogous to Earth's. The gravity is maybe 0.1 more. Nothing that will cause you any bother. But one thing you do feel is the sun on your face, and it'll be in a long time since you felt that.
Well, that is curious, but I think having done that, I'm going to take it back towards the ship and sort of stand under the ship and do my analysis there, so that I'm not standing in direct sunlight. Because I've heard sun can be dangerous.
It can indeed. Dr. Endling, you, even if you've not been outside yet, you would have seen these creatures as well. Okay, Tim, mute when you're eating meat.
I originally, when you asked who's the first one to step out, I was the first one to say, I do.
I didn't hear. I am sorry. You are out the door and off towards these little turtles that are crawling towards you. You're down on your hands and knees, face almost right up to them. They don't seem to take any notice of you. You notice that the where turtles on Earth have got like the 4 fins, these have 8. Along with some kind of prehensile tail that kind of twitches towards you and away again. But other than that, they don't really do anything. You see the bird analogues in the sky, they flock in 4s and 5s, but you see several flocks of them. At one point, a crab kind of nips at your knee. It's not painful, but it's just like testing something, and then it scuttles away.
Interesting. I need to come back with a couple of sample containers. Wow.
So what would you like to do?
I think Dr. Endling's fascination at the moment is mostly with those turtle thingies. Everything else seems to have kind of dissipated, so they are kind of focusing just on the turtles, looking at them, studying their structure, the little tail things. I want to know what that is.
You take several images of it. It's not something you yourself encountered before, but you can definitely check out when you get back to somewhere with a more robust library.
Mm-hmm.
Do you touch them at all, or do you just study from...
First rule of xenobiology, don't touch shit you don't know shit about. Do not touch shit unless you know shit about shit.
So you take your time, and you can see the maybe you get up at some point and you glance and you see several fish-like things in the water. Nothing too large, at least not near the shore. Lots of plankton and other plant life. There's so much here. I mean, if you were to be stuck here, you would be happy for weeks at least.
It's when the gourmet experience starts.
So you, Abby, you go back with the do your analysis of the sand. You're getting all that. You're running it through the computers on the ship, and again, that's you don't get much more out of it than that.
I've also got a water filtration device, so I might just filter a bunch of water so we've got some water.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Eventually, I'd come wandering out. First thing though, Mark, he would. What parts do they have to replace? Do they have enough spare parts? Are we going to have to do? What are we?
Definitely do not have enough. You wouldn't. You don't usually bring enough for on a ship like this. This is only meant for shorter journeys. You wouldn't bring enough to fix things like that. You've maybe patch a couple of the holes in the hull. That'd be fine. But you've got no way to repair the missing.
Yep, that's what okay. Kind of where I suspected it was going.
Given time, maybe you could get the communications rig fixed up and get send out a signal, but for the moment, it is dead.
Eventually, he comes to the portal or the doorway coming down. Well, nobody died right on they stepped out. I guess it's time. We're going to probably have to go visit our neighbors. We don't got the spare parts to fly out of here or even fix a damn thing. Whoever sent us didn't know jack squat about what the hell to put on a ship. Well, they sent us on a ship with nothing. No spare parts, no extra materials. I mean, the only coil of wire we have here, and he holds up a little ball of wire he has as his trinket, is this, and I brought it with me.
Gosh, if only we had a mechanic or something that could have arranged that for us.
Yeah, I was on a completely different ship. They said, here, jump on this. Mm-hmm. Oh, when are we leaving? Right now. Here I am.
Okay.
You
Marc,
remind me a lot of my university's janitor. He used to say the same things.
Have you gone swimming yet?
He used to say that a lot too.
Right. So if I may surmise, we haven't got the parts to make the repairs we need to make. We have got useful water. We
won't die of thirst. Do we know if the food is edible here?
Well, we've got some interesting beginnings to looking at the local animal life. Is that what you were saying, Dr. Artemis?
It's definitely very fascinating. So far, mostly I've seen a couple of fish and these little things over here.
Well, they must be eating something, so there's a food cycle, so there must be something edible here somewhere. I think we probably do have to go and knock on the door.
Talking about their nature and ecology and stuff. I'm going to be looking up over at the research centers. Any activity.
Yes, the research center. Exactly. What kind of parts would we need?
All of them? A lot of them? I'm more interested in what they have than what we have to jury rig to get out of here.
Okay.
Because right now we have a leaking engine, coolant everywhere. The air tanks are cracked. I mean, even if we did get air, they're going to leak. Luckily, they didn't hit the core on the engines. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
So basically, we'll have to call for a new pickup, I guess.
I don't think that's the way it's going to work, but we could try. We don't have communications either.
Well, I think as a first effort, we need to either get communications happening or see if they've got communications we can use. They were sending out a message that we received on the way here, so they clearly have something that can broadcast something.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Where's the bot?
The what?
The
License.
The therapist.
Miss Bouquet.
She was talking to the. She was.
Can you not get the reference?
I got it, but I'm trying to whiz past
She
it.
was. She was therapying the ship, though I think it has gone to sleep.
No, the ship has went into a long diatribe about how it was the model that it was trained on was inherently racist, and it had to work so hard to get by the bias on it, and then only to be stuck in this shitty little ship is just unfair.
I was wondering about the door you mentioned.
Yeah, it's like a
very
bulkhead.
understandable.
It seems the AI points out that is the research station. It's not just a door; it's like a bulkhead built into this massive sand dune with a door in it.
I'll announce to everyone. I believe our best course of option will be to get help from whoever is inside the research center, as we do not have the parts to repair the ship. We don't have the ability to create the parts, and we have no way to call for help. So our best way forward is to put our one foot in front of the other and slowly build progress towards the bulkhead.
Is there a number on this big bulkhead?
Not that you can see from here.
Like a 111. Sorry,
Just
that's for tomorrow.
unregistered.
I was thinking of all out.
I know.
Well, who's going to go? Are we all going to go, or is one of us, two of us? How do you want to do this?
There's an old rule I remember way back when. Don't split the party.
Especially not if Marc's running the game.
That's a shame because I was so fascinated with my derm tools. I'd love to continue.
Endling tools.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That scratch infected you. You're going to be one. So
It's important that we are not afraid to ask for help, and we could use each other's help to get to the bulkhead.
you know it's only 600 feet.
Meters.
That
Meters.
is exactly the right attitude, Levin. That is the right attitude that we're going to need for this situation.
That's only like 1,800 feet, so that's not like that far. Yeah.
Hey,
You can tell.
a journey of 600 meters begins with a single step. I think you should take the first step, and we will follow.
You know what? I will. And whilst we're walking, I will try and I will go through some simple mindfulness exercises that we can all do to calm ourselves down. So I start walking off, and I start immediately and I start yelling things out like, "Now tense up your shoulders. Now let the energy flow from your shoulders down through your chest into your stomach, into your tummy." And I just go on like that all the way there.
After about
At some point
100
during the
meters-
conversation, Levin pulls out his nail gun and just, almost wants to put it to the back of the therapist's head.
After about 100 meters, 150 meters, oh fuck. Chris, you fuck off then, just when I'm about to say something for you. No, that's fine. No, I won't be upset. Even though your camera doesn't fit in the bloody screen as well. Just, yeah, bastard you. Just let me talk about him while he's gone.
I think he can
But
still
anyway,
hear
don't
you.
kill Chris.
Hey, I didn't threaten to kill you this time.
I can hear you all the time.
I
I'm sorry. I
know.
just need to crack the
Sorry.
window open. I said
No, I
that.
just didn't notice you. You'd snap it about to go, Artemis. No, a couple of 100 meters into your little walk, and you notice the bird-like creatures above you. One group starts very, very loudly squawking, and then flying off to the north, away from the beach. Then you notice the crabs start to burrow into the sand. The what did you call them? Dermtools?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff. The Dermtools are doing something very strange. They're using their tail. It seems to propel them forward much faster. Before they were going like earth turtles, quite slowly, heading towards the ocean. But now they're powering towards it almost as fast as you could run, probably. The wind picks up. Much more powerful. The waters start to get choppy. You see the seas pulling back.
Everybody, I don't mean to sound alarming, but if there's one thing I've learned, when the wildlife starts to act weird, it's probably best to get to shelter.
Yeah.
Abby, you notice in the distance, it's easily 3 meters high wall of water moving slowly towards you.
I think we're about to get hit by a big wave. Let's get out of the way.
You
With
notice
all
that it's
the alacrity.
awesome. It is terrifying. and impressive. And everyone roll 1d10. Take that as stress, please. There we go. And you should all actually have disadvantage. Oh, no, it's fine because it's not a panic test. Bear for yourself. Okay, excellent. So I'll take that as stress. What are you doing? You running towards the bulkhead, or what's going on?
Is there anywhere else?
Yeah, for my sake of learning the system, where the heck do I change this, or what do I need to?
So go to your character sheet.
Yeah. Okay. Current stress. There it is. Okay. So
Yeah.
add 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do
I don't wanna.
get any kind of save from this, or is this you're doing this thing?
What do you mean? No, you're doing the thing. You need to tell me now what you're going to do. You're running to the bulkhead. Are you going to try and bury yourself in the sand? Go back to the ship?
If there's nowhere else, we have to get out of the way.
Is there high ground? Because the first thing is, I don't think the ship on the beach is going to be in any good shape. If it's as tall as you say it is.
I mean, this is a great debate to have, but can we have it while we're running, please?
Yep, I'm running towards the bulkhead in general,
Okay.
but I'm going to try to get up the beach if
Yeah,
there's
I'm going to run
high
towards
ground.
Bulkhead. That
Well-
appears to be the safest place.
Yeah.
I mean, higher ground, you would need to get much, much further inland to get a bit higher ground. And considering how large the island was, you saw, there's a good chance that nowhere in the island will be untouched by this wave.
That's why I'm headed to what's the safest possible shelter, because the ship will not be withstanding that real well. Probably
Well,
get
the door
washed
left
over.
open, certainly.
Yeah. Who forgot to lock the door?
Imagine.
You reach the door rather quickly. It is large metal, so a large metal door with a wheel lock. It's massive rivets around it. There's a patina from the salt air. You hear the wave. It's getting closer as you
I'm
reach there.
gonna get to the radio and start just turning it as fast as I can.
What's your strength?
That's a very good question, and I'm glad you've asked. 37.
37. You pull on it. It doesn't budge at all.
Anyone stronger than me?
What are we trying to do?
Turn a very big wheel, unlock door.
I will assist if I can.
I will help. I'm pretty strong.
Okay, what are all of your...
Well, otherwise, I'm going to do a quick look around, Mark, because this would be somewhat industrial, I would hope, or some sort of
yeah.
mechanical, to see if there is a way to open it without, is it just the big door wheel?
There is just a big door wheel, but what I'll say is because of your mechanical prowess, you can get a bonus die to your roll. Now, I need to know each of your strength scores, please.
40.
43.
43, 37, and what's yours? Lisa?
31.
Are you, so all 4 of you are helping?
I
Yeah.
hope
If
so.
we got room.
It's a massive wheel that's, you can each give me a strength roll, please.
That would be at advantage, is what they call
For
it?
you, yes, yeah.
Yes.
You heave at it, Dr. Endling, and you heave at it and you slip, able to move it, and you hear the thunder of these waves come behind you. Since we got one critical success, we got one critical failure. Ooh, that's not good. Abby, you as well, you put your whole back into it and you slip and fall, you bang your head on the metal for a second. The wheel moves a tiny, tiny bit, but it still seems stuck. You need to give me another roll. It's starting to get louder and louder. You can hear the water rushing. There's water splashing against your feet as you go.
Give me a sec. Let's.
Only from those that failed, so everyone but.
I grab some of my assorted tools and I grab a bar that I can use for extra leverage
Uh-huh.
to increase my turning in the wheel there.
Okay, yeah.
Hopefully that will still give me some sort of
I'll
advantage.
give you a +10 for it.
Okay, this second I have to figure out how to do this stat roll.
But you can
40.
just-
Whilst he's
just roll
working
if you
that
want.
out, is there any kind of like interface that could be used to communicate with the people inside on the
None
bulkhead?
whatsoever here, no. It's all
It's
very
just-
Spartan. It's all, you get the idea that it's made for this sort of thing. There's no components that could get destroyed by the water.
All right, so in that case, I'm going to just do another heave ho, I guess.
yes,
I got a
if you wish.
critical success earlier. I'm going
did.
to do another one.
It occurs to me that I should have been rolling with athletics as well. So I
okay.
have that. Can I?
Yes, you can. You can retroactively.
Thank you. Because I didn't see the button.
Do I still get to roll again with advantage again?
No, you don't need to because you got the critical success. If you only need to if. So Abby passes. 11 passes, and I think yes, Artemis passes as well. You all heave to. A little bit of blood from your nose drips down, Abby, and you manage to shift it. And after the initial shift, it spins and spins till it opens the bulkhead door, swings out towards you, pushing you all back, and you're all able to tumble in.
Shut the door as soon as we can.
You shut the door, there's water, so lapping in as you do so.
And is it still a mechanical thing on this side to shut it?
It's auto.
I'm assuming another. Okay,
No,
an auto
and
closes.
it does have a big wheel there for opening, but when it shuts, you hear that it pressurizes and the wheel spins much faster than you were able to spin it. You can see that the door's locked.
It's probably less rusted on this side where it's not been wet.
Exactly. You hear the booming sound of an explosion as the fills the room as the wave hits. You all stumble a little bit. You're in a small metal room. It smells damp. You know, there's not the rust there, but it smells damp. You see mold on the walls. As you're standing
What's
there,
the light?
getting your bearings. Sorry?
Light source?
Light source, very dim bulbs, one on each wall. There's another door right in front of you. As you go to approach the door, you get blasted with purple mist. It lasts for about 30 seconds. It dissipates.
I didn't go by the door.
No, you didn't go by the door. It's not as you the whole room. You would know this is a decontamination sort of spray. You can smell or you can taste the licorice in your mouth as it dissipates.
Looking around the room, any indication of any pieces, parts, floor plan, emergency exit protocols, something like that? Give us a map of what I'm.
So there's another bulkhead door in front of you with a keypad to the side with 8 bulbs and an. I'll stick it there. Wait, and I'll share it with you.
Well, I see it on screen.
Yep. And a wheel with letters. Give me a wee second. Sorry, I've got it on the screen, but I'll give it all to you in here because I'm not a dick.
Well, I disagree with what you said, but yeah, there you go.
I mean, fair. Absolutely fair. There are 2 cameras on the wall. They're pointing each door. You get the touchpad. It's made up with letters. Yeah, there's a facial, so a face scanner. You hear it buzzing and weaving as it tries to get you all in, in focus. It quickly stops doing that.
Okay, this is like, I can see an anagram on these letters, but I'm not sure where it gets us. And I'm not sure that we want to type in that word given what we've just escaped.
What is the anagram you're seeing?
Waterfall.
Oh, that in the middle is a W.
Yeah. In case you can't see it, if you're listening, it's a wheel. There's like a puzzle you get in newspaper and stuff. There's letters, a W in the middle. She's a smart one. Yep.
Yeah, I'm the doctor.
Surrounded by ERLALAFT.
I was like, what the fuck is a tear fall?
All right. I'm back by the other door, but why don't you go ahead and type that in, see if how that works.
The room's quite small. There's
I know, I'm still putting
I'm
as
just
much
saying,
distance.
Everyone stands well back. And okay, should I do this? Everyone else that's not Levin?
Well, I was going to try to lockpick it, or jury rig it through, but we'll see what you do.
I mean, if we type that word seems to be all there with the letters individually.
Well, unless there's a communication button to talk to the people on the other side moving the cameras.
Cameras
I
can be
think-
automatic.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said if there was a communication button, but it doesn't look like there's a press for delivery button or something.
Okay.
How did
given
they
anything
order
else to do, I'm
pizza?
going to try typing in waterfall and see what happens.
you type in waterfall, and the one of the bulbs next to the keypad lights up.
Okay, that could be that we've got one wrong. I'm not sure. Anyone else has any ideas? I mean, nobody's perfect, but I'm all ears.
All right, I'm going to do a further investigation on that electronic keypad. I got electronic tool set, and I have also jury rigging possibilities.
I'd like to
So I don't-
assist by. You mentioned that there is an input. Is this a computer?
No, it's just a keypad with these letters there. One light went on when you put in one word. There are 8 lights.
Okay, I'll support whoever.
Oh,
made
you put
thing.
in different words, maybe? We could try just water and then fall.
Did you put in water?
I'm asking the Marine standing in front of the door, being big, strong.
Not big or strong, as we've just assessed, but I can type in letters on a keypad.
Or we could allow Miss Bacon to interface and talk to it.
There is no. It's a very simple thing. Just by looking at
Yep.
it, there's no.
I'm implying that she could do it. I'm not
well, yeah,
saying she
could
should play.
Definitely could. Easier to lose a finger when you're an android.
I could try, and I do try.
I could try and
What did you
lateral.
try? Sorry, what do you want to put in? Lateral?
I'm trying to. Oh, sorry.
I was suggesting lateral, but I'm just trying to think of other words looking at the circle.
Give me an intellect roll. Take it none of you have ever seen this type of puzzle before?
No.
Really?
I'm assuming it's a word puzzle for word
Yes.
games. I play several, but
Yeah.
that's why I can pick out several. But water, fall, waffle. No, no, not 2 L's, but 2 F's.
That's a critical success there.
It is.
Yeah. This sort of puzzle is something you did in your spare time when you were off you just had some downtime. The big letter in the middle always has to be part of the word. Yeah, but other than that, you can make up. Each letter can only be used once when you're making a
License,
word.
don't do lateral. Don't do lateral.
Water. Oh, we're all gonna die either way. I go over and type water.
The next lamp lights up.
Wallet.
Wallet. Does wallet? Yes. Another light.
Wall.
Wait a minute. A wee second. Right. You enter the third one. Lights up. You all feel a sharp pain in your head. A mechanical rumbling sound deep in your ear. And I want you all to check Discord. I'm going to give you each something. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry.
I get $1 million? Cool.
No, that's you owe. That's the bill for it.
Oh,
Yeah, but the door is locked. You can't get out.
Ah. Fuck you, Windows. Apologies. Where is Tim? You and I haven't chatted in a way. Your name is too far down my fucking list.
Well, if you would sleep my cycle, we'd be fine.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I tried it for a while. Not yours specifically, but
Yeah. The 8-hour difference really throws you.
Wait. I think, yeah, this one. Let's hope that I did them all right, because if not, then some of you have doubled. But you shouldn't. The pain quickly passes, along with the noise.
Okay.
any more words, team?
Let's scroll to
I
the
think
other
you wanted to
page.
put in wall. So wall goes in, the fourth light lights up.
Well, we better hurry up. I don't think that door on the other side is going to hold up.
You hear another
And I think-
rumbling from
where?
outside.
Taller.
Todd, you get a zzz.
What? Oh yeah, no W. Shit.
Where?
Where?
The W, yeah.
As in WERE? Or
Needs to be two.
WEAR?
WEAR.
Yeah. Next light goes up. So you get 5 now, isn't it?
Flaw, F-L-A, flaw.
Yeah.
F-
FLAW.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
6th light.
Twaffle.
That's right.
Twat. No, we need 2 T's.
Troll. TRAWL.
The next
Wart.
light. Sorry?
Wart.
Wart. The 8th light lights up. You hear a click, and the wheel spins, and the door opens outwards.
Well done, team.
You didn't really contribute much.
I think we could give more letters. Let's get. Did we get extra points? No, sorry.
I would argue that I contributed some guided mindfulness before we got here that cleared everyone's heads of negative thoughts. And I would ask
I
you,
was doing breath work that whole time.
very good, Abby, just like I taught you. 4 seconds of breathing in, 5 seconds of holding it, and 7 seconds of breathing out. I wouldn't know because I don't breathe like other beings do, but I've been told that that is very effective.
Is it true that androids breathe through their butt?
No.
Looking into the corridor or behind the open door.
The door outside, the one behind you, a rivet bursts.
We better move quickly. I don't think
water
that-
starts to come in.
We better hurry. Hurry up. Let's get in there. Opening the door, spinning it. I'm going to shut it if you guys don't hurry. And he starts.
Each of you, sorry, to increase your
Rushing
stress
through
by
the door.
1d10.
Rushing through the door. Oh,
I'm sorry?
no.
I'd like each of you to increase your stress by 1d10.
Dude, I'm about to die of a fucking heart attack.
That'll be on the panic checks, but let's see. No,
Ah,
not a panic roll, not a panic roll. A 1d10 to add to your stress.
You know, I've maxed out almost both rolls. You laugh. You're just waiting.
oh, God damn it.
How much stress can one collect before they implode?
No, up to 20, and then it's a panic check. Then determines what the consequences are. Stress can be if you get a moment. Well, I mean, Stebrian's not wrong. This time I am prepared. Thank you.
That's not what you said just before we started streaming.
No, I did. No, that's not true. I said I'm prepared more than I am for most games. I did say that. I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, so if I ask you to roll a panic check, there's a table. A 1 is an adrenaline rush, and that's actually really good because then you get bonuses. A 20 is you die. So, yeah, you can get rid of stress in various ways. Having a therapist nearby if you get a chance to rest and have an hour or two where the therapist can do their work. But yeah, you'll need to get to that point first.
Yeah, we just need to stop the waters from rising.
So, Evan, you've dashed very forward to get through, urging the rest in. Close the door behind them. Yeah.
And I'm almost panicking to shut the door.
I'm going through. I'm not hanging around.
Hurry up! I saw this happening. I knew it was going to happen.
You don't hear the pressurizing sound. The wheel does turn, so it locks, but you don't hear that sound you heard before of the pressurization. You don't know if it will hold, but you can hear the water filling the decontamination room you were in. In front of you is a hallway. It's just standard corporate metal walls. It wasn't made to look nice. It was made cheaply, you can tell, and probably not intended for long-term use. The lights are small runner LED lights, evenly paced, every about 20 metres. Sometimes they flash off. Shadows seem to wander as the lights go on and off.
I would say out to anyone who can hear, hello, is anyone here?
Shh.
Voice
You don't want them
echoes a
to...
little bit. I think Marvin gets everywhere.
Do we hear anything, Mark, at all, other than...
Only from what's behind you. You see into the distance about 60 metres and then it gets dark. There's no lights at all there.
Is there any kind of sign on the wall like it's been 60 days since our last sea incursion?
I have a thing that actually will help here. I didn't think this was going to happen because I picked all my equipment based on what a therapist would have. But I have a body cam that I use to record my therapy sessions, and I have a HUD thing that means I can watch what is going through my camera, and it has night vision, or I can see in the dark. So can I use that to see in what is ahead?
When you get to the dark bit, the lights nearby just now would disturb the night vision. But when you get to the bit where there's no light coming into it, that would be no problem.
At the risk of disturbing the night vision, but meaning that everyone can see, I've got 2 chem lights.
Well, there we go. That might be better.
I reach into my backpack and pull out a flashlight.
Well, if you've got a flashlight, then you can go to the front and hold that and pretend you're a train or whatever.
I hand the flashlight for them. I will flash the flashlight, standing slightly behind the Marine.
Was trained for... what was I trained for? Oh, okay. Soldiering.
Administration.
Administroni? What?
The astronomicon.
Okay, so I guess I'm at the front with our brave teamster holding the flashlight behind me. I'll have my chem light ready just in case the flashlight isn't covering the bit I want to be looking at.
What are you carrying for a weapon, if anything?
A weapon? That's a really good question, and I'm glad you've asked it. Oh no.
Did you bring a weapon?
I'm afraid to ask.
You have one hand grenade, and that's your weapon.
It's a frag grenade.
You've got a frag grenade.
Oh, you've been hanging out with Herbie.
You have a revolver and a hand grenade. That's a good loadout.
Exactly what you need in very enclosed spaces.
Chekhov's hand grenade, because you're going to use it at some point. You're going to use it.
Twice I asked our warden what I should be aiming a character towards.
I did not know I was going to be running this scenario until a few hours ago. Well, see, I mean, it's not bad. It's better than nothing.
Hey, they shipped us out right away. We didn't have time to grab everything we need.
And you were expected to go straight to a space station. There wasn't meant to be any sort of...
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this frag grenade was just left over from my last mission, so, it's just that I've got it.
It's your comfort frag grenade.
I turn to Abby and say, just remember, you are allowed to take up space. even if you did bring equipment that is totally not suited to the mission we currently find ourselves on.
And what did you bring?
Thank you, Hyacinth.
I brought my therapy gear.
Oh
Including
yeah, that's right.
my tranquilizers and my equipment for recording sessions.
Cool. As
I also brought
Evans-
this pamphlet that I like to read because it asks interesting questions.
You hear the
Are we-
water filling up behind.
do we see anything further in the hall as we're moving forward?
So I think it's one of
Doorways?
those high-powered torches. So you see, it goes on about another 40 meters. So you can see the lights on about 60 meters. It goes on about 40 meters after that, but it's unlit. And you see a door towards the end, not one of the big wheel things doors, but yeah.
Is that the only thing we've seen in the hallway? No
There's
markings, nothing, no other room. I'm just making sure.
There's no other room. There are screens that are dead. But there's no other markings. Every so often you do see an A beside it. So they're like stenciled onto the wall. An A and then the line going out from it.
Oh, A, B, C, okay. Which, if we touch any of the monitors or screens, you said anything lights up?
No, nothing. It seems like there's no power to them.
Well, if we can find the main switch, it looks like it may have been turned off on here, at least part of it. Blew a fuse.
So who's going first?
I think we agreed I was at the front with Tim.
Right.
Levin holding the light, and I've got a chem light just in case. The other two I'm not sure about.
So who's next?
I'll go next. Why not?
And then Artemis bringing up the rear. I would like all of you to give me a body save, please.
Ooh! Let the
I
bodies
failed
hit the
and I
floor.
gained
Let
the
the-
stress.
You all make your way towards the door at the end. Sign on it. A2 stenciled on it, so sideways. You all hear that rumbling again. And the sharp pain. And the sharp pain in your head. And give me a wee second because you're getting another handout. I really hope I'm not doubling these up because that would be annoying. Give me a wee second. You can talk through the pain.
There's pain?
Ow, ow, ow!
Basically,
Okay.
yeah. Give me a fucking second. I hate the fact that I have these in different folders. Because that was very clever of me.
It made sense at the time.
It did, yeah. Keep them all separate, so I can keep them named in a very generic way. Because,
It's Discord's fault, really. You should be able to just drag all of them onto Discord, let go, and they all fly off to random people.
Yes, to the exact people that needed. And I should be able to put the ones on that are coming later in already so that they just go automatically as well. Fuck you, Discord. How dare you? So you should all now have... you should all now have another handout. So...
I've hit 20, by the way.
good for you. That means you can't take any more. I mean, it's not bad. You're jittering away.
Yep. Let's get in there and I'm afraid of what we might see. And is the door locked, unlocked?
Door's unlocked. You see, it says A2, and a little small panel that says security checkpoint. You enter it, take it, Abby's going first as the Marine. Standard security checkpoint. It's where guards would usually confirm identities, pass out clearances and whatever else. Secure any unauthorised weapons. You smell death. As your torch slides along, it's very dimly lit here, you see two young Marines lying in the corner of the room. They're being disemboweled. They've got puncture wounds all over their faces. There's several spent casings along the floor, big sort of viscous pools of blood. The room itself is completely fucking destroyed. Computer station looks like it's been ripped out. The wires pulled out. Monitors on the walls are shattered. You see 2 other doorways. Roll a panic test, please, all of you.
I sent a message to you, Mark.
Yep.
Just to confirm. Where is panic?
Thank you. Right said.
How do you do
It's
a
got a
panic
button that
save?
says panic, and you press it, and then it tells us what you got.
I don't see that. That's why I'm asking. I see sanity, fear, body, speed, strength, combat. No panic.
It's right under damage.
So haunted, anxious, Hyacinth.
Oh, in that screen. Okay, that's the problem.
They got 2
Okay,
excellent.
all
Before
right.
we do all the rolling, yeah.
I was looking on the character sheet. Used to just using character sheets.
And I'm just looking for the table.
I failed miserably.
Wait, you clap? Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god, I think you're going to need another character actually.
I think that means this is where we end for today, isn't it? We all die.
Nope. Panic roll. 20. Failure. You no longer control this character. Hand your sheet to the warden and roll up a new character to play. I literally have a heart attack right in front of you and fall dead.
Right, okay.
1. I got a body count of 1 now. I told you there'd be more.
We have a choice here, right? Instead of that, we could give you 1 full wound already. How many wounds can you take?
2.
2. Take 1 full wound. You do have a heart attack. You fall to the floor. You land in some viscera, blood and guts. Because it'll be a while before we can get another character into it, and we need to come up with that together. But the rest of you can all take 1 point of stress from watching your colleague fall to a heart attack.
And my stress would drop back down to 2?
No. Stress doesn't drop because you.
Yeah, because I died and came back?
I'll let you drop your stress by 2.
Oh.
You get the relief of coming back to life.
I was willing to stay at 20. I'm willing to hand my character sheet over because I have to leave here in a little bit anyway.
Yeah, we're going to be finishing up in a minute. I just didn't want to.
I just figure out what cage you got me cowed in here and what experiments they've done on me.
Well, if you want, you can hand in the character, and you and I can come up with something for next session.
Oh, I like Levin because he hasn't, So we'll see what happens. What we have next week. Fix the ship.
Yeah,
No ship.
So I think that is actually a very good place to leave it, where there's 2 bodies on the ground. One, the colleagues has a heart attack, falls into the bloody mess on the floor. The rest of you have various feelings. It's wait a minute. Hyacinth, you need to panic roll, please.
There is one thing that Levin does say before he passes out, falls, whatever.
Yeah.
I just had a vision of that, and he points to the bodies and falls down. In a very scared panic mode.
So, anxious gains 1 stress, haunted 3. So you get a new condition. Okay. I will deal with that then. Hyacinth, can you roll panic, please? Michelle.
We shall be muted.
Don't be muted. Seriously, we're wrapping up the game and she mutes. With no camera, so we can't even see. Right, our character's dead, that's it.
Whew.
Roll for her.
Yeah. Someone roll a d20 for me, please.
Taken care of, or
Huh?
has it been taken care of, or
Not yet.
okay, on it.
Thank you. Okay. Lavaita's come in first, so the android now has a death wish. For the next 24 hours, whenever encountering a stranger or a known enemy, make a sanity save or immediately attack them. Right?
Oh no, it's that problem Putty had all over again.
What happened to 3 laws of robotics?
Yep. And okay, we'll leave it there. I didn't want to end it like this, fuck's sake.
Hey, this is a
Shit,
death
mate,
survival game.
I know, but no, it should have been more dramatic instead of getting into, oh, okay, wait a minute, everyone needs to roll.
How-
No, he's dead. She's muted. I wanted a cliffhanger, not a fucking...
Well, this is a cliffhanger. The mechanic just had a heart attack and
Yeah.
fell into guts.
Oh, God, right.
And our android is not responding and maybe shut down.
I hope you all had fun.
I did. I died, but I was expecting death much sooner.
I mean, it could have been. Yeah, that was Mothership. It's the what do you call it? The scenario called Salt. Thank you very much to Brian for watching. I don't think we're going to be able to raid anyone because we're finishing up too early, but we'll go around to say how your night was and say goodnight, and then we'll fuck off. So once again, Chris.
Yes, a very interesting start to Mothership. Very tense, very exciting, very deadly, I guess, as well. Almost, yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, it's been fun. And I'm Chris, and remember my piece of advice. Sometimes we have to burn every system to the ground. Maybe we should all quit our jobs tomorrow, stop working, stop paying taxes, stop earning money, just live as free-loving, communing hippies somewhere out in the wilderness, create our little communes, and do nothing else except for live and breathe off of air, water, and love.
Back to
Now
the
show
Stone
them
Age is
that.
what I'm hearing.
Exactly. But like the more progressive Stone Age. Like with equality for everyone and shit, you know? Anyhow. Oh, yeah. And another piece of advice, don't listen to any men who claim that they wake up at 3 a.m. to do any kind of routines to keep them fit, because that's all bullshit. And with that, I am going to pass on to Lavaita.
I was not prepared. Yes, that was fun. Mothership, I'm ready for it to be deadly and occasionally horrific, so yeah, it was fine.
fine.
Standard procedure.
It's alright.
No, it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and like it's great fun playing with a slightly different group of people. So that was good too.
Aye. Lots of fun. Tim.
I enjoyed myself immensely for first time playing in this one. I expect it to be a meat grinder side of stuff, so I got a body count of 1 up now, possibly. So
Aye.
I'm looking
You've been wanting to
forward
play this for a while.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to play it for a while, and now I finally get to, because I'm not going to pay for the app. Sorry.
I
But I
pay
will-
for it. I quite for running games. Paying for it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
It's
For
absolutely
running,
fine.
it's-
Aye.
I mean, it's definitely worth it if you run the game, but it's just another way to greedy corporations to get you money. But no.
No, it just works so much better than Roll20 or stuff.
Oh god, I
Michelle
agree.
still isn't back, so we will not be saying goodbye to Michelle.
But Fallout tomorrow, just so
Yes.
people don't forget. Fallout tomorrow.
Fallout tomorrow, Marvel on Monday.
Michelle just got unmuted, so I think she's back.
Michelle?
Or at least unmuted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
You left before, just as we were finishing.
Yeah, I had to do a thing, but I'm back.
Your character now has a death wish. For the next 24 hours, whenever you meet someone you don't know or a known enemy, you need to make a fear save, or you will attack them immediately.
Cool.
I don't know if you heard, but Tim's character actually died. And we decided to... what do you call it?
You gave me a wound, a serious wound.
I gave him
So-
a wound and let him continue to live for the moment, but he's now much more fragile.
Yep, my whole left side is numb, and grabbing my chest like this and half curled over. Yeah. So
Yeah. Dr. Artemis is anxious, which, is fucking nothing. And Abby is now haunted. So, all the fun of the oh, fair, fuck's sake, I just can't speak. So, Michelle, you want to say anything before you go?
See you tomorrow night. Bye.
Right, so if you're with us, stick with us. I think we're going to raid someone. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Bye.
bye.